Well, today is July 1st, and it's my first day back on social media after a 30-day detox. What did I learn from it? We'll find out after this. Hello, everyone. This is Jenny Yetto from the Pixie Post, and welcome back to my channel. Today is the 1st of July, and I am pretty amazed that we're already halfway through the year. It has been quite an eventful 2020, to say the least. And a lot of chaos is still going on, as we all well know. We're kind of doing the roller coaster thing at the moment. Some things are opening, some things are closing, some things are getting better, some things are not. And honestly, that's how life is. It's just on a bigger scale as of late. With this new month and this next half of the year, I'm dedicating it to empowering myself even more and empowering you guys through my content, through my work. And I really feel a restored hopefulness that things will get better, which I know they will in time. That maybe things might not go back to the normal that we all knew, but maybe there'll be a better normal. I don't like saying new normal because that's been used so many times in not the best ways. But I'm thinking it's a stepping stone for us to empower ourselves, look within, and become better versions of ourselves. So if each of us does that, we can change the world for the better. But with that aside, I wanted to start off this month by reporting back to you guys what the results were for my 30-day social media detox. And if you guys don't know about what I'm talking about, I put the link below talking about how I was going to quit Facebook and Instagram for 30 days. What I was looking to do is to step back from Facebook and Instagram, unplug a bit, because I noticed my anxiety levels were at a high, and I knew something had to change. Otherwise, I'd get into a deeper rabbit hole with that. So when I took a step back, I thought it was really going to be difficult. And for the first few days, it was. It really was. But it was really interesting. My perspective on social media has changed quite a bit. And I took a few things away from this experience that maybe will make you want to try the same thing. It doesn't have to be 30 days. It can be a week. It can even be for a weekend or a day, whatever helps you. The main thing I took away from this is I now have my own power back. I don't feel like I'm being controlled by social media anymore because I don't feel that urge to mindlessly scroll through things. And while that can be okay for a couple of minutes a day, or maybe if you're having a bad day and you want to see a nice post, like an inspirational post, or just kind of mindlessly go through a little bit for 5 minutes, I don't really see the harm in that. However, when it comes to the point that you're constantly reaching your phone automatically and you're scrolling through without even thinking about it, and you're exposing yourself to all this negativity, and it was really, really toxic. And as an empath especially, I absorbed a lot of the energy, most of the time subconsciously. I was like, oh, I can close the app, no big deal. But then 5 minutes later, I was picking up my phone again. And I knew that had to end. I knew that it was controlling me more than I was controlling it. So that was one thing that I noticed in the past 30 days. I feel more empowered just by unplugging. It's amazing what a mind shift that can do for you. And I really didn't expect that. I knew I'd feel better. I knew that was the cause of a lot of my anxiety, but I didn't realize how much it would help, what an impact it would have on my mindset and my anxiety levels, I also don't feel the fear of missing out anymore, the big FOMO that our society always has. And I really thought when I came back to it today, this morning in fact, that I would have missed out on a lot. So after I made my first post this morning, and I thought, let me scroll through just for a few minutes and see if, what I missed. Now, there were a couple of nice ones that I really appreciated, positive or just something cute or funny. Those posts are cool. I'm totally fine with that. But the maybe 90% of what I was seeing was the same garbage that I left. Either it was political posts, and it wasn't like healthy debates. It was more like backstabbing or calling each other stupid or ignorant because they didn't agree with each other, instead of being at a place where you can agree to disagree. No respect. Lines were being crossed all over the place. Some people were frustrated with the pandemic, which I totally understand. But there were some that were just very abrasive, so they're taking out on other people. I know they're coming out from a place of pain because some of us have been impacted more than others, but airing that out on Facebook, they don't realize the impact it's having on other people. There are some people just struggling to get through the day, and then you see something like that, you don't know how it affects someone. So there is a responsibility that needs to be taken when you're posting more the less positive things, or just don't post it at all. And I really was surprised I didn't miss out on much. I don't know why I was surprised. Maybe there was that little FOMO lingering. I noticed that it was a bunch of garbage, and it was something so toxic that I really did not need in my life. And another reason why I'm on Facebook, my family's in New York, so I get to keep in touch with them. And we do have other avenues to keep in touch, of course. And I'm all about the engagement. I'm all about building relationships and connecting with people. But I also noticed that while social media does have its good points, it has a lot more negative aspects, because while we're all thinking we're being connected and we're all engaging, and yes, we are doing that, but we're also disengaging. And what I mean by that is we're so used to connecting on a screen or on a phone or through some technology, to the point where we forget what it's like to have human contact. And now, while it's a challenging time right now, of course, but even before that, it really got to the point where people didn't even look up from their devices in order to connect with someone. And a prime example of that was about maybe 2 weeks ago. One of my closest friends came over for coffee, and she and I do that once in a while. We used to work together, and we've been wonderful friends for many years. And before I quit social media, my phone would have been out like this, and I would have been scrolling on there. And while we would be talking and engaging and still having a good time, I wouldn't be totally present in the moment. And neither was she. She'd be doing the same thing. But neither of us got upset with each other, because that was just what people do, it was a habit, basically. And the last time she came over, I didn't look at the phone because I wasn't on the apps. And I noticed that it must have rubbed off on her a little bit, because she kept her phone in her purse. And I had told her about the experiment, but I didn't push it on her. I'm not going to make somebody else do it if they don't want to. But she was more in the present moment with me. And I can't explain how much more we bonded just in those couple hours, because we were there in the present moment. We were connecting. We had eye contact. We really talked about things that we needed to catch up on. We laughed. We cried. It became a part of us, But you know what I'm saying. It's amazing when you're in the present moment with someone, instead of staring at a device, while it's actually pretty rude when that person is trying to spend time with you. I find it even more rude now. It's amazing how much deeper that connection can be when you put the phone aside, shut the computer down, and really focus on each other and that quality time together, even if it's for a brief moment. Also, I noticed that aside from my anxiety levels going down and the FOMO being pretty much a myth, I stopped comparing myself to others as much. Um, while I have my insecurities like everybody else, I am a pretty confident person for the most part. I go on Instagram especially. I compare myself to someone who looked really good. Maybe they're in better shape than I was, or they look like they're having such a successful life. And it wasn't even about material things, it was just about their experiences, that they got to travel. And again, keep in mind, this is before all of our pandemic thing. But it's a subconscious thing. You don't even realize it's happening because you start comparing yourself and your ego starts talking shit. And basically, ego says, oh, you're not as successful as that person. You don't look good like that. Oh, why don't you do that? And when I got away from that environment, I started seeing my inner self a little bit more clearly, where I'm recognizing my accomplishments more. Even when I have a bad day, yes, I will have that moment. I will have my emotions and maybe not always react in the way I should. I should be more proactive. But let's face it, we're human. We're going to have our moments. But I do notice I come out of it quicker. I'm not comparing myself. I'm not actually doing as much negative self-talk either. That was another big thing that came out for me. I would always say negative self-talk, and it was just kind of whatever. We all kind of do that as a habit. And I noticed I'm being more mindful in how I talk to myself. Because if I'm going to be mindful talking positively to others, because I know how it will affect them, why wouldn't I do that for myself? Why would I not give myself the same respect? So that really jumped out on me too. And it's really, really important that we take care of ourselves and not compare ourselves to others, because there's no one like any of us. We're all unique individuals, and we all have something to bring to this world, and we all have a beauty of some sort. And it's really, really became apparent to me. And I'm so glad I learned that lesson. And yes, I may forget at times, but in the long run, that will be my default. That will be the positive self-talk, the recognizing my accomplishments. When I fail, use them as learning opportunities. The words I use and the thoughts I have will be better for it. The whole thing I take from this is now I'm going to be more intentional about my use. It's not going to be mindless. It's not going to be numbly scrolling through all the feeds. But now I'm going to be more mindful because I don't feel the pull to be on there anymore. I still will keep the accounts, but it's not going to be as much. It's not going to be, oh, I need to post something because I haven't posted something for a while because, I just have to. I don't have that feeling anymore. But I probably will just use it twice a day, maybe 15 minutes or to a half hour at a time. As whatever time I have, and really start getting it into a more positive way of using it. Because social media, it can be great. It's great for business. It's great for promoting awareness for the things that are important to you. It's a great way to make somebody laugh if they need it. It does have a lot of pros to it. So don't mistake me for me saying it's all negative. It's not all negative. It's one of those things that we all have a responsibility. And whether we think that or not, it really is true. So I'm going to be using my social media more mindfully as far as what I put out and what I take in. And yeah, I didn't expect to learn so much from this, but I'm really, really glad I did this 30-day experiment. And I'm hoping this might help you if you're kind of on the fence about quitting social media. Unplugging once or twice a year at least is really, really important for your mental health. It's important because now I feel a renewed energy to use these tools effectively and to be able to walk away because it no longer has control over me. I feel like I finally took some of my power back. And I used to feel like I had to explain myself and apologize for that. But no, no one needs any apologies. It's for your well-being. If you're feeling good about using it right now, you're on the right path. But if you're not, take the steps to fix that, to see what works for you. It's all about balance and taking back your own control. Because we can't control a lot of things in this life, so why not take back control of what we can? Thank you for watching this video. I wanted to share with you the results. I hope you got something from it. Again, I have the original video linked below. And if you do decide to do it, please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your experience or what you plan to do. And let me know. Let me know if it helped you. Did it change your mindset? Did you find it effective? Did you not? I mean, everybody's different. I would really, really love to continue the conversation and hopefully help others see that we have our own power. We just have to recognize that and take that control. And there'll be another video, the full moon card reading for Saturday. It'll either be Saturday or Sunday, so be on the lookout for that. And that'll be exciting because we're going to have a lunar eclipse on Sunday the 5th. Woohoo! And with that being said, I love you guys to the moon and back. Thank you so much for your continued support. A lot of you have been reaching out to me, and you have no idea how much it means to me. And yeah, let's make this month a great one, and the rest of this year even better. And until the next time, to know thyself is to know thy truth. Namaste. The toxicity